Hello, this is Solomon, and we are going to be looking at 3 team games. This first one on Twilight of the Gods, 2v2. I'm with JBoss, we are both UK for the memes, versus Tukazo, Tiger Shark. You are Germany, Italy. Let's go. So I decided to go ground UK, and I just do double barracks through infantry because I love heavy infantry. Like, you can do so much with heavy infantry. It's really good defensive and offensive unit early. The Tiger Shark is spamming AA instead of one of them going air to cause a start with the proto base. They have 4 depots. They did 3 camos in the blitz. These are light infantry, so they're gonna die. And at this point, I'm like, wait, they're not actually building units. I'll just send more infantry. Like artillery, anti-air base, armor base, and barracks. Like that is so. That's a lot of money to spend. And I don't know what Sukazo is doing. He just let me walk up to his barracks, and at this point, it's kind of really approaching GG. And A is just dying, not being useful. I tried to force my. If I had fanaticism, I probably maybe would have done something. But these guys have PI anyway, which doesn't do damage. But I get this guy's HQ and he surrenders. And we have 6 depots. Wait, we have 7 depots. And Sukazo surrenders. Loss of his morale has been damaged too much. Let's look at the next game. Which one? Oh, here we go. This is a really painful match to play. So enemy team has double UK in Germany, which is an odd lineup. We have double US UK, which is the best lineup. Although I am on the flank, which is a lot worse for UK because more vulnerable to paratroopers. And it's more exposed. Especially this flank, since armor can go through this forest right here, and they can't go through the other flank because it's a town. You just put infantry in a town square and armor just dies. But you can't do that over here. But I was like, whatever. So I do standard 3 depot airfield. This guy does the whole 2 depot 2 airfield, and it's really. He sends his pairs out like 115. That is way too late for a rush. Like I get my Spitfires out, so I can shoot down his pairs. Then he doesn't even drop the pairs before they die. So, like what? Meanwhile, Blue does a super. I've only played the game for 1 hour strat where he does the armor base airfield. Well, double armor base airfield. It's just decoy airplanes. Like I don't know what's happening. Genetron makes M16s right away, which is really nice, and he does like nothing else. Take an engagement, and I lose no planes and kill one of his, which is nice. Greyhound comes out, which is awful. He should be sending out Willies and Rangers. So at this point, well, I have air superiority. And nothing is really happening, so I'm just gonna go drop a para over on the enemy side UK. Tiger comes out, so Trinitron decides to make 5 million anti-tank bunkers instead of getting Persians or something. Just 3 anti-tank bunkers. And for some reason, Janice ran away instead of just going like around and doing some probing or something. So I forgot to bring a Hurricane right away, so it took a little bit. But now I have the Hurricane over here. Now I have this guy coming out. And I know these Spitfires are going to die, but I just need to capture this HQ. I killed another outpost. And boom. Unfortunately, I have both Blitz and Fanaticism, so I can't play Camo right away. But here's the thing, this UK didn't make a secondary base or a barrack, so I can't actually recapture this. He's just stuck spamming AT and artillery and AA. This is awful AA since it costs 15 supply. Build a barracks right away, then do Vickers and regulars to go capture the depots. Vickers to send over to mid to kill the airplanes or force out some sort of decently expensive response like a bunker. Since that bunker costs 20, Vickers cost 10. Just keeping my Spitfires over here, looking for an opportunity. Speed it up a little. Meanwhile, there's more Tigers over here that aren't pushing for some reason. There's 4 anti-tank bunkers. They really are getting Persians, but we don't have barely any forward depots. Although then again, they have barely any too. And now they're losing so much income from me taking these 3 depots in the HQ. I play camo, so my trucks don't get strafed. Now it's gonna be way too hard. I can't contest their airspace because of the AA. My fighters are just so much farther from my airfield, so I just end up making my own artillery anti-air, even though Belfers are so dog shit, but I mean, we're getting a lot more income than that at this point. And I just really, if I don't force them away, I'm probably not going to be able to hold this. But yeah, I see an opportunity to go in since it's a couple heavily damaged Spitfires, but I don't get the recon, unfortunately. I get heavy infantry. This is an anti-tank position. It's off the Vickers. God damn. Fucking. This is why AA is shit. It just gets strafed to death. Especially Beauforts since they cost 15. God damn it. The UK Beauforts. On the bright side, well, on the not bright side, there's this horrible anti-tank plus Lee spam, which isn't the thing you should ever do. But let's ignore that. Go back over here. I finally managed to force the ants in the way, so I started building my A finally. I have a hurricane over here just to go do whatever's needed if I need it. Like, it's like UK pairs are an issue. It's just so expensive and difficult for the UK to defend whatever HQ they capture. Like, it's... these people are playing awfully, and I'm actually under a little bit of pressure. Have some Spitfires come in, get some opportunistic kills. I go force the ants in the way. I could have micro around AA, but I'm just being lazy. Meanwhile, this stack starts to die to artillery. And Virgins come in, but it's not gonna do. They're just gonna die to the Fireflies. Meanwhile, I'm not really building air anymore. I am building admins though. And blue went Devil Airfield for some reason, even though he isn't actually making planes. I get my armor base, deal with the Vickers, and now the enemy armor. And also, we are breaking through with this Ranger spam, which is kind of hilarious. And I sent out Matildas, which are just gonna defeat cruisers, so. Yeah, they only took 1 of their 4 depots, so. And they didn't build any admins. Although in defense, they had a lot of money, and we had a lot more money since I took 3 of their depots and an HQ. That's basically over. Fucking 140mm howitzers, holy shit. And we can anti-tank base, speed this up. None of our teammates plays radio silence for some absolutely unknown reason. Actually, they played like 2 minutes ago. Actually, I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, enemy team surrenders. Oh, actually, wait, they don't surrender completely. Now the shit dies. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, we got 2,300 more income, which is a lot more income. Yeah, not much to say. Now this match is a little bit more interesting. DDay, I am on team 2 since team 1 is way too easy. No, I hardly ever play Germany, but I really like playing Germany in this spawn. And they're really, really good in this spawn. Maybe not really good, but they're KFC. Like, it's right next to this home sector. So if you can, KFC is really fast. So it's definitely possible to sneak it in and go airfield raiding or depot trucker, like killing engineer trucks. You can do so much damage if you manage to get KFC in here. They usually don't expect it either, so they don't really prepare for it. Like, you can do so much damage. Like, I've camped airfields and HQs. Like, even if you camp in HQ for like 30 seconds, like that's a fuck ton of supply tracks, and then we can't build engineer tracks. Or if there's an airfield there, you can kill all the airfield units. You can do so much damage. I do double barracks. Our teammate surrenders, but it's like whatever. I'm playing with Saint, who is decent enough. Send out the KFC. Not blitzed yet, unfortunately. Oh, okay, there we go. Send out a bunch of storm grenadiers to the forest preemptively. Look, I kill this. That's a depot track, so that was 40 supply. Unfortunately, I'm not paying attention, and this guy gets killed shot by the KV-1, panic and killed. If he wasn't killed, if I was on top of that, I could have gone for this path right here, gone to this HQ, and I would be camping like 3 depots worth of income. And I'd also be stopping him from building any air units. Like, that'd just be so huge. But it is not to be, unfortunately. Lion Fortress comes out, which is a bit odd. I end up splitting my units, and he doesn't even kill one, so. Here comes the first human wave. And I'm in Forest. He plays Fanaticism. Wait, he doesn't play Fanaticism. Yeah, so I just end up killing all these units because I have Forest. And I'm just positioning better. I start to push forward, but he spams out a lot more heavy infantry, so I can pull back. Like, you have 140 points, they have 65. I'll also send a secondary base over here to take these depots in the back. I get out an armor base, so I can start making tanks at some point. As in Tigers. Another bombing run that does very little damage since I'm splitting. And he loses 2 planes for it. Really delayed rush. Like, this is like 30 seconds later. I'm not microing that well, but whatever, like, end up beating him out. Although it's a lot more close than the last engagement. But we still end up killing a lot more than we lose. I also get my artillery anti-air base so I can get AA out. Fortunately, I don't micro these guys or split them up preemptively, so they just end up dying, which is really bad. Really annoying since it compromises security of this area. There's another KB1 for some reason. There should be 0 KB1s. Oh yeah, this happens, which is kind of really whatever, since the Saint can just deal with this. There was more of these guys in here than I thought, and I end up losing a lot of infantry for it, which is really annoying. The air engagement, we end up winning that. Actually, I get Tiger out, fire support. Fucking guy plays tier on me for some reason. Then I end up playing. Oh wait, this was Saints Fanaticism actually for the air battle. So these guys end up dying, unfortunately, because I wasn't paying attention. Lose the jet bomber, which is also unfortunate. So I try to go kill these guys. Here comes the flying fortress, and I don't micro. They end up dying, which is really bad. But I do have the tiger over here now, thank God. Yeah, and Saint was like, I'm not going to help you anymore. I'm taking too many losses, which I was kind of like, okay. Sending out more infantry. I think now Saint says he's gonna pull off. Yeah, now my A is getting strafed and bombed to death. It's like really not good. I'm losing infantry. He's finally breaking through, but I'm dealing a lot of damage to the tiger. The KFC. Now these guys in forest are hitting the edge of this blob, so these guys just end up dying. But flying fortress kills those infantry. I start streaming out more AA since I'm like, yeah, I really need AA before I just get bombed to death. This little forward expansion gets bombed by the jet bombers, but not completely destroyed. I lose this barracks, unfortunately. It's like, oh shit. These guys really should have been forced. Like, oh no. At least I killed a bomber. No, I don't even kill it. Yeah, then it's all, the barracks and all these guys are lined up perfectly. Whoops, that was, at this point I'm like, yeah, this is really not good. But for some reason, these guys keep on spamming infantry instead of something useful like tanks. So. And pushkas for some reason, which aren't going to be useful either. Like, they really need tank. Like, they need something more to really push themselves forward. I play radio sounds and camouflage just so I can move out and get into position without getting strafed to death or bombed to death. I don't like. I lost both my barracks, but they're so passive. I don't know why they didn't attack. Like, they had a great opportunity. They just didn't. You know, this bombing run is killing a lot of depots. All three of these depots die. And I don't know why they split their attention off over here. This is really, really pointless. They should have kept the pressure up on me. Like, they have the advantage. I think it, like, me and Saint have a lot more of the map to defend. Like, we're on the defensive. If they just concentrate all their forces on, like, one point, like, it's really easy to overwhelm us. I lose these infantry. Well, not all of them, but a couple. Okay, yeah, then they died to pushkas. Oh yeah, so they tried to send a secondary HQ over here, but I managed to catch it in time. Since it's Team 1, you want a secondary HQ over here so you have land to build on. And you have limited space in here. In late game, you'll you don't have enough space for production and admins. Yeah, well, it's pretty much entirely me, but I'm building a bunch of admins back here too, slowly. Since I'm not really under any pressure. Like, I was under some, but they didn't really exploit that. Moray coming out. I saw this. I thought they were going to go for an HQ bomb, but instead they went for depot bombing. And I only got one depot, so it's like, whatever. I get a second tiger out, and I realize this airfield is right here. But when do I move the tiger up? Soon. He pushes his planes over, but I have a 10 of A at this point, so it's actually not going to work. Yeah, I just start killing these planes on the airfield. The 3. Four. Yeah, this is going to peter out. 5. 6. 7 planes dead. 8 planes dead. 9 planes dead. Jet bombers in the hand. Thunderbolts not really being useful. Like, he's losing Thunderbolts, and he hasn't even killed the tiger. 10 planes dead. AFC dies, unfortunately. But he's losing the Thunderbolts. 11 planes dead. Come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, make more infantry to kill all this. I'm building depots over here for more income. Yeah, so this fucking hero of Germany tiger killed 11 planes. And they finally managed to get the secondary HQ off, which is pretty annoying. But thing is, they didn't really build any admins. They built 4. We built a lot more than 4. Well, not a lot more, but more. And they still have depot income, and they're about to run out. Also, this admin, Saint spammed a fuck ton of Panthers, and he's just like memeing straight through all this, so. And like, yeah, the depots just ran out just now, and now they're out of income. So big F. Storm Tiger for me. And Thunderbolts I can do jack shit to the level 5 armor. I can just kill all his light units and for production easily. But yeah, the game's over at this point. They divided their material instead of just focusing on me or focusing on Saint's flank. And they built non-useful units like Pushkas, KV-1s, and they spent way too much money on infantry. Yeah, they just did a lot of not good things. Yeah, that is the end of this video.